Hey y'all. Why does that sound like that? Hey y'all, this is Candidly Kima coming back to you all with another video. I realized that I have been posting on YouTube and have never given like a formal introduction of like who I am. Which is so weird. That's like talking to somebody without giving your name or a formal introduction of, hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. I'm Kima. So this is what this video will be. So who I am. I am a millennial. I am a millennial wife. I am a millennial toddler mom. A millennial toddler mom. I am a millennial toddler wife mom who is on a career break, which is something that I prayed for, but it happened unintentionally. My position that I was in, corporate, abruptly ended, which it was a blessing in disguise. It turns out it was a blessing in disguise. I prayed to God a long time about being present for my kids, meaning not just showing up for important events. I wanted to be there exclusively to be their caregiver as their mom. It has been a journey to that, but we've made it nonetheless. And it has been hard, but it's been good. It's been hard because they're toddlers. And as a millennial who chose to have children later on in life, adjusting to babies when you are kind of already set in your ways has been an interesting journey. Trying to mesh the two where what you have been doing gets pushed to the wayside and their needs are at the forefront. And it's a what do you even call that? It's a journey that is a constant work in process, a constant work in progress in balancing their needs versus my needs versus my husband's needs versus the household needs. Especially when you're the floor general of the household. I wouldn't change it for anything in the current season 9 I am. And actually, all of this came in, I would say, it wasn't a good time, seeing as though we experienced some deaths this year, which was hard. But overall, we've made it. We've made it. And I'm glad that things turned out the way that they did, because of course God had his own reason season as to why things happen the way that they have. But overall, it has been good. Grief is real, and it's still present for sure. But overall, everything happened in according to God's plan, for sure. For sure. I guess the next question with reference to an introduction is, why did I make this channel? If you've been watching the videos that I previously posted, we've talked about, I've talked about our journey, well, my journey to motherhood. I've also talked about, I ain't talking about nothing. Girl, I've been in here folding laundry. And I mean, I just use that as a form of motivation. I mean, for other people, because we all have to do laundry, right? And we can wash the clothes, we can dry the clothes. Folding and putting away those clothes, for me, they're always a task. And I feel like, why not record it? And hell, it might help somebody else to fold up them clothes that's been sitting in the basket for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however long they've been there. And so that is what I had generally been sharing. And I think here in the future, why did here sound like here and in the future, I will begin to share a little bit more on the day-to-day of what life is like as a millennial toddler wife mom on a career gap here. I think in the future. However, that is what has been happening on the channel to date. I think once I get a little more comfortable in front of the camera, because like being on camera is not, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just not something that like I like jump at the opportunity to do. I found myself using this as a hobby and as a form of therapy, and I figured, why not share? And my therapist and I definitely had a conversation about sharing and maybe possibly touching one person. Who knows what other people are going through? And so I feel that's a dope idea. So why not? And so, what else would I want to share in an introduction? I'm Kima. I'm a millennial. Excuse me. And this year I'll be 40. Like, I really be calculating like how old I am. 40, 42? I think I'm about to be 40. Yeah. About to be 42. I have a husband. I have 2 baby girls. 2 and 1. I'm from Florida. A graduate of FAMU. I don't know what else would want to be. I don't know, but to what things we have to look forward to on my channel, on my platform. More stuff pertaining to the day-to-day life of everything that I encompass or encounter. Some of what I encompass and encounter. And just kind of creating a community. That would be dope. For sure. And so hopefully you all will stay tuned to see what's in store. And with that, I ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will chat with you all soon. Bye, y'all.
To be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness.